I'm looking out my window and I'm realizing that it's fall. Like the leaves are just they're changing color and they are falling off the trees. And like it just dawned on me like that when seasons are changing, there's nothing you can do to stop it. Like, and I could pretend that it's summer. I could say in my mind, like, you know what? I'm going to pretend that it's summer. Even though it's changing to fall, I'm going to do all the summer things. But it wouldn't change the fact that it's fall. And that goes for any season. It's going to happen. Change is going to happen. And there's nothing that we can do to stop the changing of seasons. And the same is true in our lives. We will have seasons in our lives that are changing. Whether it is that you are a parent and your children are getting older, excuse me, whether it is that you are a child of a parent who is getting older and things are changing. And as much as we don't often like the change, because even if the change is good, change is always hard because it's different. It's new. It's, something unknown. Even if it's, something that we've, experienced to some degree in a different setting, it's still a new thing when it happens. We could just say, you know what? I want it to be summer. I'm going to wear my summer clothes even though I'm freezing. I'm going to do other summer things and be miserable because it's fall. Or we could say, I prefer the summer season, but it's fall. And let me just enjoy the change, enjoy the leaves changing color, enjoy, bundling up with a hot cup of whatever. And the same is true in life. Like change is inevitable. Change is going to happen. And we can either embrace the change, and embrace doesn't always mean that it's going to be easy. It doesn't mean like, oh, like we're enjoying this. Like, some change is very hard. But if we fight the change, it's going to make it even harder. So maybe we can find ways to embrace it. Find ways, and it may mean that we may have to switch up some things in our lives. It may mean that we might have to allow ourselves grace in areas of our lives so that we can be better, a better version of ourselves during this change. Find a way to make the change a little less hard. And I'm not going to say it's going to be easy, but what is a way that you can help yourself to embrace the change even if it's hard? So like a friend of mine, we're talking about some things in our lives, and particularly in my life, something unexpected. And I was just sharing with her, and as I shared my experience, she said, yes, exactly. She's like, you can accommodate or you can assimilate when things happen in your life. Assimilate, is, she explained it to me, is like when you allow it to become a part of your life. Accommodate is just, it sounds like it's an inconvenience, like you're accommodating something. Like it's just in your head, you're just like, okay, well, I'm just going to do this for here, but the next time I'm going to have to shift my schedule again and accommodate this here. But when you assimilate, you allow it to become a part of your life for whatever season that is. And so whatever change it is that you are having to, change in season that you're going through, you can accommodate the change. And it can be even harder. It can be more difficult because of your, every time you turn around, you're like adjusting something. You're trying to figure this out. Or you can find a way to assimilate. Assimilate. That's all right. Miss Esther Jane. I never call you Miss Esther Jane. I usually just call her Miss Esther. But drop a comment if you see this video. Your words of wisdom. You always need somebody in your life like that who's going to speak truth into your life, whether or not you like to hear it, and whether or not you want to hear it. And she's one of those people for me. So change in seasons. Embrace the change. Find a way to embrace the change. And know that this season will not last forever. It is just a time in between.